There we go. I had to turn on my reactive model because my VTube model is having a full on existential breakdown. So yeah, we're gonna fix her tomorrow. But today we're gonna be doing this. We're gonna be using my reactive model. So y'all already know the Destiny 2 full Volt showcase came on today. I think is gonna be interesting. I'm excited to see it. Um, I am in here with the Ori.
Hi.
And Kirby might be in here. He might not. We'll see. He got to work, but he also do other things. So we don't know what he's doing at the moment. But so we're gonna do something a little bit different today. So what we're going to do is we're going to be looking at the showcase first. I did not see any of it. I was really good today. I didn't peek or anything. And then we're going to see, then as soon as we do that, we're going to switch over to the PS5 and we're going to jump right into Season of the Witch. I do know that much. So we're going to do Season of the Witch with Ori. I mean, I was going to do it anyway, but he's going to try to kidnap me. Anyway.
Successfully, anyways.
But here we go. So we're going to do in the full presentation of the showcase. Check it out. See how it is. 42 minutes, 10 seconds. Y'all better be good with this, Bungie. Okay,
I'm
ready? You ready?
Yep.
We ready. Okay. We make sure the browser is up. Is the browser up? I don't think y'all can hear the browser. Is the browser? No. Is the browser in here? I don't think the browser is in here. I don't think the browser is in here. I don't see it.
Like on stream?
No. I don't think you all can hear it on the PC gaming part of it.
Oh, I see.
Because I typically don't add that in here, so I'll put browser audio in here. There you go. So there we go. We can kind of hear it just a little bit. There you go. So there we go. We can kind of hear it just a little bit. Just a little bit. I think you also can hear the echo. Just a little. I think you can. You don't want to do that. All right, there we go. There we go. We're gonna do that. Yay! All right, we're ready. You ready? I'm ready. Let's do this.
Games, as long as I can remember, they're a core part of what makes me who I am. I believe there's this deeply rooted, often unstated mission of games to keep adventure alive. In 2014, Bungie set out to start a new adventure.
Turn it back quite a bit more.
Heroes awakened on a desolate planet. A silent god set in our sky. And it wouldn't be long before an ancient enemy, shrouded in darkness, showed up at humanity's door.
Slightly better.
Over the years, our heroes would shape a story far greater than anything we could have imagined. Players would explore deep into the depths of Venus, hunting a machine god that controlled time itself. They'd invent ways to combine their mythic weaponry and their paracausal abilities to stand alone against monsters that took others an entire elite squad. They'd race alongside their friends far into the early morning in the halls of an ancient city where only a select few emerged victorious at dawn, clutching the heart of a dragon. But most importantly, they'd bring their friends and their family into this world and together meet new faces on this adventure who would become lifelong companions. Now, together, we approach.
Why did that just look like a live-action thing?
That's because all of their trailers look like that.
On the last expedition,
all of their trailers have been like almost live action.
So let's be clear about the stakes.
At least, the Destiny 1
will go inside the
trailers have been always live action. Some of the Destiny 2 ones have been.
And what awaits you on the other side of the trek?
I think the beginning of Destiny 2, those trailers were live action, and then after that, they were using
There aren't going to be any guides on
models
the
and stuff
internet
in game.
telling you how to handle what's to come. Whether you've been with us from the beginning, joined us somewhere along the road, or are looking at Destiny for the first time, anybody who shows up on launch day is going to be greeted with this same uncharted world. A vacuum-sealed experience begging for you to be the first person to peel it open. So today is your invitation to go forth and adventure.
So 2 things. When is it coming out? And how much is this going to cost me?
The real information.
Right. Oh, look at that. D1. This is how we woke up in D1, sort of.
After all these years, we never talked about it. Why I brought you back.
Ooh. Okay, if it looks like that for real, I'm gonna be happy.
I'm absolutely down. Look at those new
This
outfits.
is reminiscent of the Destiny 1 trailers. That was, oh goodness.
The truth is, I didn't know then. It
Galahorn.
was just a feeling.
If see that BS, I'm jumping puzzles. This is why nobody likes you, Dougie.
I'm looking at the army of the Vex. I'm about to go ham.
Oh, if only we could grab each other's hands.
All we've seen,
Bruh, that'd be OP.
all we've lost. This fight might be our last. So I'm asking you one last time
Oh, what is that goop?
to rise.
The darkness, probably.
With the cat eyes. Oh, look, you got a hammer now, woman.
Nice.
Alright, so 2024. Bet. February 27th. We got plenty of time for me to cry about my bank account.
This is a momentous time in Destiny history. We've been building to this moment for the last 10 years.
The final shape is the conclusion to that journey. This is a moment in gaming that as a developer you just don't get very often.
Guardians and allies are fighting the biggest threat that the universe has ever seen in this big culmination of the Light and Darkness saga.
When we were thinking of what the final shape could be, it had to be a lot of different things. It needs to pay off this epic confrontation with the Witness that we've been setting up for years. It has to bring you closer to your allies in the Vanguard. It has to be this place that like makes you feel nostalgic for the entire journey you've been on.
When we were resurrected by Ghost at the very beginning of this story, we didn't know why, but it was for this. The Traveler is asking us for help, and it's our responsibility to protect every living thing in the universe from what the Witness intends to do.
When we first start the final shape, we are finally able to go through the portal that the Witness opened in the Traveler at the end of Lightfall.
Inside is the pale heart of the Traveler. That is the stage for our showdown with the Witness.
The Witness has the darkness. It has always had a connection to it. The pale heart of the Traveler is what it's trying to use to gain connection to the light. So with both, it can enact its final shape.
The Witness looks around and sees a lack of purpose, no meaning. It wants to fix all that. So it's trying to put the universe into this frozen perfection where everything's just exactly how it thinks it's supposed to be. That is the final shape.
If we're going to defeat the Witness, it's going to take everyone. Failure is not an option.
We're gonna need the Vanguard, all of our allies, and all the Guardians to rally together and be brave in the face
This
of
raid
oblivion.
in the final shape had better be epic. That's all
In
I
the
gotta
final
say.
shape, we're going to
it better
answer
be
questions at the
epic.
grandest scale. But what I find really interesting is that it's also a very personal journey where we deepen our relationships with these characters that we've known for so long. Zavala,
No,
Ikora, our
I don't want to
ghost.
deepen relationships. You know what
reconnect with
happens when
Page
you
Six.
deepen a relationship?
So, like,
They
Like
die.
they do with Rohan.
and
Right,
everything
they
going on around
die.
us and stakes of just unimaginable
And Zuckles, they didn't really do much
Still,
for
in
Rohan.
the end,
They really
story
didn't do
told
much
around
for him.
campfires
But my point
by a
is,
bunch of
they
companions
died.
who have been
Did we
fighting
not learn
together
nothing from
for
Final Fantasy
hundreds of
16?
years.
Get attached to no one. Don't trust no one.
In the final shape, we're going through the portal that the witness has opened up.
Oh,
to
that was the
confront it
tower.
and
That
stop
was the
final
first
shape.
tower.
Some
Inside
good
the
pre-alpha
Traveler
stuff
is
there.
this infinite, vast, unknowable. And we're landing on the Pale Heart, which is a fraction of really what is inside the Traveler.
This looks
The Pale
good.
Heart is weird.
Yes.
It's a little strange. It makes me feel a bit uncomfortable. And it is
Okay,
also
that's
just
what
makes
me
me
say.
cool
Yeah,
and
no.
artistic in the best way.
Please don't tell me we got that whole little running down different staircase
And so
aesthetic.
it's had time to kind of shape what's there. When our guardian enters, the rest of the Pale Heart starts getting shaped also around what we've experienced.
This is
Wow.
the traveler recreating the world in front of you as it saw on your journey.
One of the most memorable
Venus.
palace from Destiny's past is the D1 Tower. It's
Yes,
really a
oh
labor
my
of
God,
love
look
from
at
the Destiny
that.
team. The final shape means so much to everyone who's building it, and
I
I think
better be able to
players
go
are
back
really
to
going
this.
to be able to see that.
It might be a permanent
The Pale
destination.
Heart
Well,
is
That's
our
where
very first
the
linear
speaker
destination that we've
was.
ever done. I would love it if players felt
ooh, new gun.
that
Look.
they began their journey in a place of safety and feel it escalate in
Mars.
danger, in surrealness, because there is this beautiful evolution of the space.
They see
Holy
things
crap,
that are
what's that?
more and more wrong as they begin to go towards the witness's monolith. It's kind of this omnipresent, foreboding thing off in the distance.
The weirdest things happen as you get closer to the monolith in the form of reshaping. Kind of like deconstructing things and putting them back together just wrong.
The sense of scale you get out there, like as you're exploring these spaces and you're jumping on these
Ooh, I
reshaped
mean,
cuboids
wow.
of Earth, you feel
Look at
tiny
this.
as a guardian. You
No.
feel alone. You feel
More jump
like you are
puzzles,
not
yeah.
the voice to
No,
make
no
it
more
happen.
jump puzzles.
You're
Why?
not the God Slayer right now. You're just this little person
Oh,
jumping
look at the hand
from
coming out of the
these
building.
massive pieces to
Grab
massive
you.
pieces.
Would it be cool if it did that?
One of the things that we really tried to also capture is that the witness keeps throwing everything it has at you. And so you're going to fight these new enemies, the subjugators.
No, no more. More new stuff.
Subjugators are the new unit you're going to be facing.
Different
in the final
tormentors.
shape.
Let's go.
Subjugate.
They have an enhanced power set.
Strand.
They're performing stasis powers
Stasis.
and strand powers to face the Guardian.
I knew it.
In support
They were
of
learning.
all the other enemies you're fighting too.
They bring something entirely new to the battlefield,
Oh, hell
which
no.
is kind of this.
So now we
element
got
of
three. We have
control.
Void, Strand,
They're
and
back there
Stasis.
pinging away with stasis abilities, throwing crystals at you, freezing you in place,
Boo.
tangling you up.
New gun.
Little tiny
We're
ropes.
focusing you on the
I'm
campaign
down.
and only the
You
campaign.
would be.
It's the most important thing in the universe at that moment. You have to stop the final shape from happening.
And for that, we do need the help with our allies. And so we're going to make sure that the core Vanguard team gets back together. Zavala and Ikora and Cade.
The campaign is just the start of the Pale Heart. After you've reached the monolith and finished the campaign, we open up the entire destination. And
Oh,
so
God.
The entire Pale Heart is going to react to you and what you are doing.
Y'all better
campaign,
deliver.
the
That's
final
all I
shape
gotta say.
doesn't really end with the final mission.
Wouldn't
The
it be
raids
cool if
are
PvP
where
maps
you
did that
defeat,
too?
like the big bosses. So it's only
Well,
natural
you already
that
said
when you are
something
going
about
to
that, so
confront the
we're gonna
witness,
see
you're
what he
going to
says
do
later
that in
on.
the raid. But that might not be enough. This is a moment where we need to rally all guardians to be able to overcome the final shape and the witness.
That's gonna be a fun map for Strand, probably.
It's gonna be
They
fun that
adjust
the
the cooldown
enemies
of the
can throw
graphic.
it back at
We are
you.
inside the Traveler, very close to this energy.
Yes,
This
sir.
allows us to have new supers, Arc, Solar, Void.
We want to create something that turns you into an offensive powerhouse, but also can benefit your allies in a support capacity. There is this thread of team play and like working with your friends to overcome the odds. The Warlock Super is this ultimate expression of solar energy coursing through your Guardian. This Solar Warlock Super is a callback to Radiance from
Hey,
V1.
new super.
Other than Golden Gun, this is the only other first-person super in Destiny right now. Your melee's like all these projectiles going off.
I love
doubling
it.
the amount of projectiles. Your grenade almost being sentient as it
They
searches
tell me that
around and then it
Starfire
hits
Protocol is about to be meta again. Let's go.
I like this.
Overflowing with this energy,
And I'm
but
a
you're
hunter
also
main.
giving
A
it to your
Warlock
allies,
secondary.
allowing them to have their solar weapons supercharged.
Oh, that is hot.
Shooting.
The new Solar Warlock aspect. When I cast my Rift, it is going to create this little solar soul that when it sees an enemy, it launches part of itself out and hits the enemy and explodes and scorches them.
It just feels very alive.
Oh, that's gonna be so sick.
Yes,
That
sir.
is gonna be so sick.
Twilight Arsenal.
I already have 3 weapons. I'm about to use with that in my head.
Super.
This is the only ranged one-off offensive super for Titans in the game.
Oh,
The
these are Titans. Why
jumps
you
up
leaving
into the
hunters as
air,
last, sir?
Summons this giant void axe, throws it, summons another
This
one,
gonna be
throws
you.
it, summons another one, looks at a different group of enemies, throws it. And when these axes fly through the air, they stick into the ground or an enemy, do their void gravity thing where they suck a bunch of energy and enemies in and then explode. But that doesn't destroy the axe. The axe sticks around and you and your allies can go and pick up that axe and start
Oh,
railing
that
on
is
enemies with
sick.
go.
That is sick.
the
I
Void
love
Titan
it.
aspect.
I love
press
it.
and hold my grenade button to consume my grenade and turn it into the shield. The more damage it takes, the more it charges up, and then I can release that, and it creates this blast that deals massive damage.
That's gonna be so ugly in PvP.
No, like they know better.
Okay, hold on. I just saw me turn into an electric
The
ball.
hunter kind of rears back, takes this knife.
Wait,
and
did they just
throws
give
it
y'all
across the
Thundercrash?
world, and then is able to blink to its position through the slash that just decimates.
Oh, that's
the
cool.
enemy.
Yes.
One
Oh
really
my
great thing
God,
about that is not just you do it
It's the
one
art
time,
version of the Strand Super. Let's
along
do
with
it.
devastating attacks each time you do it.
Oh my
The
god.
hunter has an aspect, and we take our staff, we twirl it in the air, which propels
Bro,
us
Assassin's
upward.
Creed's gonna
It
be
creates this
busted.
burst, which amplifies you and any allies near you.
It almost makes it feel like you're playing a fighting game, right? Like these combos that you're chaining together to do
Look at
these
this.
different moves. It like takes that
Oh
sandbox to the
my
next level.
The
god.
more aspects we have, the more capable we are to do that.
It feels like you're like
And
riding a
Arc
bike,
Hunter
you
is
know?
admittedly
Like
one of the
that
ones that I
instantaneous,
hated in the beginning
That was
of
good,
like
but I think
Destiny
it's
2
more
because it
like-
didn't feel like.
If I want to brain dead something, that's where I go to.
Nah, if I want to brain dead, I go Void.
Weapons
I like the
seems
skill it
been
out
working
with
on all
Void.
sorts of
Void
business.
is
We've
fun.
got
I mean, I
Complex.
like the
exotics,
evolution
we've got
of Blade,
legendaries, we've
of
got
the
perks.
Arc
We're always
Hunter,
cooking up
because
stuff.
like
We're always playing with stuff that
was
we think is,
married
like,
very much
really
to
interesting or
Blade
taking
Dancer
inspiration.
and
We have
Destiny
Desolation, which is this
1.
exotic
So
pyramid
Blade Dancer,
fusion
Void
rifle.
Hunter, I loved it.
Has the
Ooh,
really
annual
intriguing property
pass
of
pre-order?
adapting
Yes.
your guardian's current damage
Desolation.
type.
This will be the first time that you can run a weapon that can
Oh,
adapt
God.
to
No,
the
the
strength
first
get
adaptive
paid.
super.
I
Or
get-
first adaptive exotic.
I get freaking whatchamacallit paid next
Tesselation
week.
has the additional property that you
I'm
can special
pre-ordering
reload
next
to
week.
reshape your grenade and suck it into the weapon, and then fire out a super destructive single projectile. It's a really special
Ooh.
weapon.
What's the one specific
Very
exotic
special,
that I
because
can
I'm
make that's like
pre-ordering out
really
of this.
zany that you would like right now?
What if golden gun was a sniper rifle.
What if you could harness the might of the Traveler? You know, we had a moment where we
Bruh.
saw that
Bro.
Traveler beam cutscene. I know.
I will golden
people on
gun
weapons went,
if you
I
do
kind of
this.
want that. You're like, that is incredibly dope.
So we've got this opportunity to bring back
New
these
trace
iconic
rifle, let's
Destiny
go.
1 weapons, but really turn it into something that feels unique from Destiny 2.
We have to bring Vostok into the fold.
The Red Death exotic pulse rifle.
And Dragon's Breath.
Dragon's Breath!
Burn the world, burn it all.
Yes! Yes! Take it all down!
We have new
Dig it in flames!
coming, broadening what existing weapons can be.
Really, like, bordering on exotic functionality. So, for example, we've got a
I don't care if
rocket
people give
pistol,
shit to
sidearm
Destiny. This
subfamily.
is
We
exciting
always
to
like the
me.
Special ammo sidearms.
This is like
fires
literally
tiny,
Destiny 1 to me,
slow-moving
all over
rockets.
again.
They hit very hard, do a bit of AoE damage.
Dragon's Breath. You know how long
They
I've
have
wanted
a
Dragon's
mixture
Breath to
of
come back.
regular weapon and rocket launcher stats.
Time to
We're also
farm,
doing
'cause
a
I know what
new
I'm gonna do.
support weapon subfamily.
I want
Support
Dragon's
frame
Breath.
auto
I want to
rifle
burn the
is
world.
A type of legendary auto rifle. It'll let you switch seamlessly from firing at enemies to healing your allies.
What?
I'm really excited to bring it to dungeons and
Oh,
keep my team
hell
alive,
yeah.
honestly.
That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, that's
Weapons
gonna be
team is
nice.
Always coming up with new ideas.
Move
We've
to
got
the
a ton of
assembler.
new cool
I'm
stuff
ready.
Coming over the next few years, and some new and really wild ideas, which we're pretty excited about.
Come on, take a load off. We've got a lot to cover.
Hey, Cade.
This place is only big enough for one dashing hero type, and that's me, so. I'm back! Hey, you two, give me a sec.
It's okay, I'm not dashing, I'm just an asshole.
Magnificent.
No, that's Cade.
This is
Cade's
You
dashing.
want a hug?
No, Cade's a dashing and can't be an
Off
owl.
my map.
That's what I'm saying, I'm just an
Seria,
asshole.
you die.
I'm a different
Who knows?
subtype.
Maybe you won't.
My boy is back.
Better get back to it.
I feel sorry for that one cleaner, but Jesus Christ.
You've been there forever.
In this moment where we're driving to the end of the Light and Darkness saga, it's great to see Cade like return to this world.
It is
at
so
this
great to
moment
see
with all
Cade
this
come
change
back.
About to culminate with this confrontation with the
I might
long-standing
cry.
enemy, the Witness.
Cade is the quintessential hunter. His presence casts such a long shadow over the story of Destiny, whether it was when he was alive or when he was dead.
What Cade goes through in this journey, how he serves as a catalyst for the other characters, the events that are uncovered to have brought him back. This is how the story had to end. There was no end to the Light and Darkness saga that didn't have Cade here alongside his friends to finish the job.
Once we started digging into the nature of the Pale Heart, I think that crystallized Cade's role as a guide. Cade is Virgil, and he's our guide through this other place. Cade is the one who is the most appropriate person to be the guide, because that's his job. That's always been his job. It just feels so natural for Nathan to be back in the booth. It felt amazing to just see him slip back
should
into
have
the role,
never
like,
left.
without missing a beat.
Right, instantly.
In the flesh. Or metal, as it were.
Cade's the glue that's always held Zavala and Ikora together. Having him back puts them in a position of questioning where they've been and what they've done without him.
You think about the journey that Zavala's been on and how he's been taken down this dark path, and you think about the weight that's been on Ikora, having to hold the Vanguard together, having Cade's voice of levity and brightness that he brings to that group. I think is going to be great for them.
Well, at least we have each other.
We want people to take away that sense of reunion and that idea
I'm
of
kind of tearing up
the
a
gang
little
being
bit
back
right now.
together for this moment.
I'm here now.
I want that chicken.
That's
Wherever
an
the
emo.
hell here is.
You don't have that emo?
I might, I don't know. I've been collecting them all like season. I haven't even checked them.
You should. You might have it. And then the chicken is on the tower too.
Hey, I've seen it around nearby Cade's bus.
Mm-hmm.
Guardian, the Witness poses a dire threat. And the Witch Queen holds the answers we seek.
Ugh.
But only if we contend with her sister.
Oh, that's a lot of words.
It rests with me. Will you come back from this? Do not be afraid.
Oh, we about to lose Eris Morn, aren't we?
Yeah, she about to get her pee.
Oh, but you know what? I'm not shocked that that would happen.
She's swagged out.
No,
The Spire Guardian.
not these. Not them. I hate jumping down when they have those stupid things.
Just gotta float.
The deck of whispers, and they do whisper.
Alright. Yo, I already play Astro Bird. Chill.
Every opponent you
You better channel the heart of the cards.
Man, every time I do that, I get nothing.
My appetite rises for your brutal tributes.
I'm not. Ooh, hammer!
Sexy. Bam. Look at that.
I really need to get my Titan up.
To be hive. You have found the horn of battle. You are deserving of the greatest death I can bestow.
Is that Zivu? We gonna fight Zivu? Yo,
I don't know if that's Zivu. I think that's Eris Morn.
Wait, did she get possessed by Eris? Okay,
as players,
wait.
we've been
Did she
annihilating
possess Eris? Okay, okay.
No. We'll find out because remember this is season of the witch, so we will find out when this is done.
Fair enough. I'm I'm just.
Your mind is whirling. I know your mind is whirling.
Not so fast. We've got a bigger problem first. And that bigger problem's name is Zivu Arath.
Yes, we do. We got to take care of her.
She only gets stronger. Eris has an idea. It's a really
good
It's a wild ass idea, yeah. She determines like, well, the best way to fight fire is with fire. We are channeling all of that energy that we're creating by going through, by eliminating enemies, and we're tithing to our friend Eris.
Wait, whoa.
What does that mean for the characters and the player to
What
kind of like
the
be
hell?
like Savathun? And that's where we went down the path of having Hive Eris. We want to extend that magical fantasy into the player then. That ability to have overwhelming magical power, that risk and
Okay,
reward
so she's still Eris,
into
right?
all of our activities and systems experiences. And so that's what led us to come up with things like Deck of Whispers. It's this magical deck of cards that creates amazing synergies with your buildcraft meta and with buffs and the activities.
They can then choose these cards at will, whichever ones they want, and then that really leans into the build crafting.
You actually are getting cards that you can then use to place on the battlefield and change the way you play.
I'm such a sucker for deck building. Like being able to like bring that element into Destiny gameplay has just been like, oh, chess.
Yeah,
it's really fun.
So we've got two brand new seasonal activities coming with Season of the Witch. We've got Altars of Summoning and Savathun's Spire.
Savathun's Spire is our new 3-player offensive. You're doing a lot more with the Lucent Hive magic, but it's got a high amount of combatant density. It's got additional random encounters that you can come across.
The Witch's Spire itself, Savathun's Spire, was like her reliquary.
Oh, look at that
for all
eyes.
these
It's like,
different magical
what's it called from Lord of the
experiments
Rings?
as she was learning the light.
Sauron's eye.
You're there in order to learn
Watching
as
you
much
all
as
the time.
you can in order to become
Except that one found
a
his
master
contacts.
spellcaster, right? To become like Savathun. The Altar of Summoning's activity is really exciting because you can spend like 20 minutes in it or you can spend 2 hours in it.
It's a 3-player experience that you can hop in and hop out of. As you're going through this activity, you're filling the tithing bucket. As that tithing bucket is filled up, you'll get progressively more rewards. And then finally at the end, it'll cash out and you'll get a whole mess of rewards.
Oh.
We really wanted to make sure that there was a home for any exotic mission content coming in seasons after the year has passed. And so we developed what we're calling the exotic mission rotator.
Right away, we're getting Presage, Vox Obscura, and Operation Seraph Shield.
This is some of the most fun content the team has making. It's some of the
I'm not
content
going
for
at it
fans and
again.
players of
I
Destiny
got
love
the
most.
exotic.
The most
We
exciting
good.
thing outside of just the missions
We
themselves
good.
is that every time we put a mission inside of that
I
rotator,
might, depending
the
on what's
exotic
happening.
that comes alongside of it.
No,
will
we've
become
already got the one for Sarah.
Alright, but
And then we got Dead Man's Tale. I don't know what the other. I forgot what the
Season of
other
the
one
Witch,
was.
we have a brand new
Wait,
Vex.
I think he's gonna
lo-fi
get some
PvP
new,
map content. It's really
perks,
exciting. It's got a
so-
bunch of really tight gameplay experiences. We wanted to make sure that we focus the combat a little bit more. With the new Vex network map, we really wanted to make sure we hit is like, hey, you're shoulder to shoulder more often. There's not as much deep sight lines that you're interacting with, and a lot of the flow
PvP
is actually built around this like kind of central pillar of the Vex network that you're
That's cool.
around.
And there's also some modes coming too, right?
We've got a new PvP game mode coming that's all about relics. It's about multiple relics, so it's not just one like the Scorch game mode from the past. So we've got the shield coming from Vault of Glass, we've got the spear back from Season of the Risen.
And we got the scythe from Season of the Haunted.
Yeah, so you're gonna be reaping guardians with that thing. It's a lot more tactical gameplay. It's all about running around the map, claiming these relic dispensers, and then grabbing them in order to push for victory.
That's gonna be interesting. That is gonna be interesting for PvP.
In my throat are the weapon in my fist.
We were feeling pretty hypey this season. Obviously, there's something in the air. And so when thinking about like what's a good
How about you were feeling more wrathy of the machine?
There's only one answer.
Bungie, I hate you for
I
this.
like her, dude. She's like the aunt.
I hate you for this. Bungie, you had better make this fucking glorified strike so much better than it was in D1. I hate this raid. I hated this raid so much.
Let's go. He's back. Crota's end. I knew it.
Ass. This shit just better be good. Not the glorified strike it was in D1.
They might have updated some stuff.
I hope they did. Hot take, I don't care. You people can leave all the YouTube comments you want to. I did not like this raid. Because it wasn't a raid. It was a strike.
Man. Oh, right. He's the guy you gotta beat up with a sword. Okay.
Yes.
I wonder if Void will still work on him.
I wanted Wrath of the Machine so much. I wanted Wrath of the Machine so much.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Heading into the final shape, we really want to rally all Guardians at the end of the Light and Darkness saga. We want to reduce those power barriers as well as catch people up on key story beats and make sure that they have a really great and easy time connecting with other players.
The question is, why are they talking to each other? Don't they talk to each other all
In
the
the
time?
final
Should they
shape,
be looking
we're
at the
trying
camera?
to find ways to make power more simple. And
No, they
easy to
always do
understand.
that. Like they'll have somebody that's interviewing, or like they're like
It's
having a
gonna make it easier
discussion
for
with
players
each other.
who have not been able to jump
but it
into
feels like I'm
them
getting left
easily
out. They need to be
because they
looking at
were
the
held back
camera.
by the challenges in grinding for the power levels that are required by these different activities.
One
of the major changes that's going to be happening starting with the final shape is there are going to be a certain number of activities that are going to be power fixed. So it doesn't matter kind of what power level you are going into it, you're always going to be able to approach it. There's still going to be tiers of difficulty that you can do, things that are just meant to be experienced a certain way.
Things like Nightfall strikes that will still have power enabled, and that's where we're really going to focus the whole power climb.
The raids, the contest modes that everybody loves to engage with, that experience is fundamentally going to be staying the same.
I'm excited for this because I think there will be a lot more clarity for players in terms of understanding the relative difficulty of things, where they sit now in the spectrum.
One way that we're trying to do that is making it easier for new players to engage with you. So we're introducing something that we're calling Fire Team Power.
You can actually bring your friends along to play any dungeons and raids in the game without having to wait them to be at a certain power level. The person with the highest power in your fire team is actually going to bring all the others close to their power level, which means that there's no barriers really for any other guardian to join you in this high-level content.
When it's combined with Fire Team Finder, it also allows you to
they're
find
gonna
strangers,
up the
people you've
cap
never
to
played with before and have that same
20,000.
experience. That's
Yeah,
all
but you hear how that is though. So now the highest person in your fire team brings everyone up with
Season
them.
23, aimed at helping connect and find other people to complete
I gotta
the
get a
best
bigger
and most
backpack.
aspirational content in Destiny. We have a tag system that allows players to be able to say, well,
I mean, that's
this is
actually
what
really
it's
nice.
about.
I
I'm
do
really
like
chill.
that.
I'm
I do like
sweat.
that
I'm
whole
just
thing.
really here to
However,
have a
commas,
great
I
day.
still think that also makes it
really allows
so that
players to
I
show a
really
bit more
hope that people
personality,
take
show a little bit
advantage
more
of
about
that.
what they're about.
But
I think
also,
what's
it
really
still
great about it is
requires
with this
y'all
change
need to
that
start
we're
learning the
adding
mechanics of the
inclusion
fight.
tags.
Like, don't just think you're just gonna get raised up and stay dead. Like, you need to learn the fight.
Tags will bring players
I'm pretty sure
closer
there's
to
gonna be
finding
a
their
line
community
option for that
and even closer to the people that you're playing with. So once a listing goes live, players will be put into a listing.
I mean, this was like
where
one of the things that, like, when
players
I used to shepherd,
gather, they
I
can
loved
communicate with
doing
each
that. I
other.
wanted to
So
teach
we
people to
wanted
fight
make it as
versus like you just
convenient
sitting in the
and
corner
easy as
somewhere
possible for players to not
jacking off
sit and stare at a screen
while
for a
everybody
long
else
time
kind of
while
does
their
everything
listing
else.
actually fills up.
As a gamer who's typically more solo and especially
I mean, I guess
about
that's
this
why I
because it really
shepherd
is
different than
about
people, because
helping
I'm like,
reduce
I want you to learn the
that
mechanics of the fight.
anxiety and that comes with trying to make a
And
new
if we happen to complete a challenge, that would be great. But my focus is not to get you to complete challenges, because it kind of takes away from you learning the actual mechanics of the fight.
That I'm incredibly excited about.
You know what I'm
is
saying?
Timeline reflections. Essentially, what we have done is we've went back to previous expansions and pulled out missions that we felt really represent key narrative beats within our story. We're going to have a mission for Forsaken, a mission for Beyond Light, as well as a mission for Witch Queen.
Thanks for the memories, Guardian.
The neat thing about these missions is they're not going to be like one-to-one for how you would experience them in the campaign. You're also going to get additional pieces of narrative fed to you to like identify like, hey, this is why it's important that this happened, and here are the people you met along the way.
A really big one that's really
that's
timely
cool.
for Final Shape is Cade's last stand from Forsaken.
Yeah, that was actually a really cool mission, because you kind of understood what
This
why
is a
you
moment
did
that a
everything.
lot of
in
players,
Forsaken.
new and old, are going to come back to Destiny.
I'm
I
definitely
think this
down to
is just
replay
the
some
right
of
time
those
to
things. There's a lot
introduce
of
features
content
that
I've
are going to
missed out
allow
on.
those players to jump right
Like,
in and find
started
people to
playing
play
after
with and
Sunset
enjoy
and
this
everything.
content.
Yeah, because I think you came after Sunset in Forsaken,
like,
right?
literally the next season.
Yeah, after they Sunset Forsaken, that's when you started playing.
We're reaching the end of this 10-year journey. What comes next?
The episodes. And the new way we're going to tell stories moving forward.
What's really important about episodes is that it's a really big shakeup to what we've been doing. Instead of providing 4 seasons a year, you are going to get 3 larger episodes. And so the first 3 episodes in this coming year are called Echoes, Revenant, and Heresy. It's coming right after the Final Shape. And the theme for the year is going to be all about the consequences and aftermath of the Final Shape. I think what's really the cornerstone of the episode model that we're building is the 3-act structure.
Oh, I like this.
The acts act as these anchors for us to introduce new weapons, new artifact mods, new activities. There's going to be new missions coming around the corner. There'll be new story moments in every single one of these acts. We're actually providing more cinematic styled experiences throughout the Final Shape year and the episodes with it than any of the seasons we've ever developed before.
These new stories are actually playable as standalone. Like, each episode is something you can experience, whether you've been playing Destiny for 10 years or this is your first one.
You're going to be able to basically enjoy them in any order you want to.
I think the opportunity with this big epic moment is that we get to innovate the game. We get to move the game forward.
It's all about change frequently. It's all about deeper story moments. It's all about more weapons, more loot, more often. And it really provides the team with a platform to go much deeper into the themes and fantasies and story of any individual episode as compared to the seasons you know of today.
I'm so excited to see what the narrative team can do with this kind of new platform of storytelling. Episodes provides this awesome foundation for the future of Destiny.
We're moving into the next stage of Destiny 2. I think some people look at the Final Shape and they think Destiny 2 is coming to the end. And in many ways, it's the opposite. We're leaning in. We're putting the pedal to the metal. Episodes provide us a new, innovative way for players to engage with Destiny 2 throughout the year.
I started to see with Saint 14 beating the crap out of that Vex Minotaur.
Honestly, that was such a good season. And then I regret, well, I don't really regret it, but that season was it was good, but I couldn't finish it all.
By something greater than
I feel like I started it, but I never got to finish it. But like I saw like everybody else's gameplay, and it was so good. But it was like I was heavy rating in 14 then, so it was like I really couldn't.
We are forged and sharpened
Do
into
it.
what we must become for the fight ahead.
Yellow
we are
horn.
the final line that halts the second collapse.
All of us. Every time.
I still gotta get the Warlock and the Titan through Lightfall.
Every hunter. What is it the Guardians say?
I know.
Inspires bravery. Bravery inspires
I just need to buckle down and just. Part of the thing is I wait till the last minute to like finish off stuff in 14 when I should be doing it early on, so it frees up time for me to do the rest of the stuff.
Is so
Let's cross it together.
There are things out in the dark that only the dark can overcome. Trust me.
You've heard the stories of the Traveler's sacrifice, of darkness descending upon humanity.
I mean, but it makes sense though. I like how like Drifter even said it. Like there are things in the dark that only the dark can take care of. It's like it's only the dark would understand the dark. So it makes sense why we're you know, with us channeling dark powers. Become legend. Yes, all the time.
I don't understand the dark to throw hands with it, man.
I think you do.
It's going to be an exciting year for Guardians.
Thank you for the raid, Essalum. How are you?
Classic rock blasting, a fire team racing across our solar system, and at the end, a simple message. Become legend. Today, you got a glimpse at how we'll be cementing your legend in this upcoming year.
How are you? I am pretty sure you were probably doing Destiny. I'm broke. I can't get that pre-order gun yet.
We'll face the biggest bad we've ever made, and we'll do this all alongside.
Look, do not feel bad. I just said that to Ori. I was like,
with friends and
yeah, I get paid next week.
And as the dust settles in the final shape,
I'm gonna cry a little bit. I am going to cry a little
Destiny's
bit.
first episode in a new phase of storytelling for Guardians with brand new conflicts born from the resolution of the Light and Darkness saga. These first episodes.
But you got until February.
But if you're chomping at the bit to see how the Light and Darkness saga is going to kick off the future of Destiny 2, we've got a ton of great content for you to jump into today. Going live after this, we've got Season of the Witch.
Which we will be jumping into. Season of the Witch.
New armor.
So how was Destiny 2? How was you liking it? Don't say nothing.
All alongside a series of story touch missions, allowing any of your friends to jump into the game.
Thank you for bringing your people over.
In this world. Then, next week, a brutal reprisal.
It's awesome. I hope it is. It looks good. It looks like it's gonna be so good.
I can't wait to see you all in the throne world as we learn more about the final shape.
Because we wanted to watch the showcase first, and then we wanted to come over, like watch this, then watch the trailer, and then jump right into Season of the Witch. Because me and Ori are probably gonna no life the hell out of this for a while.
Do not be afraid. Bring me your tithes.
I'm looking forward to it. I'm gonna try that read. Especially, oh no, LFG's coming out season 23.
All we've lost.
No, we're gonna get you in a raid.
This fight might be our last.
Because I want to see what the changes are. Like I said, Crota's End was a glorified strike. At least to me. Hot take. It was a glorified strike to me in Destiny 1. It was like not my favorite, but I would do it. It was like my least favorite raid to do, but I still did it. Collector's edition is probably not what I'm gonna end up getting because it's probably gonna be too damn much. So we're gonna think of looking like we're gonna look at the deluxe.
Create a collector's edition. We try and recreate items from the universe for players to enjoy outside of the game. So this year we're doing a Destiny 1
Oh
tower.
my god! I need hold up. I need a sugar daddy, please, for the love of God. Like, I need a sugar daddy.
Even as the game dev who've worked on it since day one, like I think having it be the tower is super exciting for us because it's going to kind of catalog your journey of a player from when you first started playing Destiny all the way to now.
Do I need to put donation goals up
like
here? Like sugar daddy donation goals?
Get the tower, and then there are actual figures.
Like I need this. I need this. Look at this, Ori. Ori.
Accompany that architectural model.
Look at this.
There's a lot of like hidden messages and hidden things.
There's gonna be some fun surprises. We're always trying to push the envelope And so we've been playing a lot.
Look,
with
I either need a
magnetic
sugar
rocks
daddy.
and,
I need some
sound
very
effects,
generous people
lights,
who would love to
just sort of
see
make this
me
experience
get
as
the
a whole,
collector's edition.
really special. It's sort of a perfect symbol of Destiny.
I
I'm
know,
so
I
excited
know,
for it.
I know.
Me too.
The bad part about it is a new V2 model. I need it.
Hard about those Irish money units.
See, this is what I'm talking about. Like, okay, I either need a sugar daddy or however, hear me out. Destiny, Bungie. I have played since alpha beta. I have loved your game since alpha beta. I don't be on Twitter talking shit about your game. Like, I literally don't. I feel like, hear me out. I feel like you should just, I don't know, gift me like a collector's edition. I'm a whole nut. Bungie, please tag Bungie. Y'all tag Bungie. Tell them to look at this. I will actually clip all of this and tell them I am a very small streamer. I'm small. I'm like petite. I'm super petite. And I would really like seriously, I would really like a collector's edition of freaking your game. I only have two. Like, I only really have two. Do you know how much they've been spaced out? Let me tell you how much this collector edition has been spaced out. Like, I have the strange coin that like you got from Destiny 1. I actually have that. I have the strange coin, right? Okay, we have that, right? And then the next time I got a collector's edition, I got the little thing from Destiny 2 when it first dropped. Like, I got the little side pack, the whole 9 yards. I got that too. Like, I have that. I have the little solar thing in the whole 9 yards. Like, we had that. Like, I had that too. That was the next time that I got a collector's edition. I feel like this would be a monumental moment for me to have the collector's edition for Destiny 2. So, like, Bungie, please, like, for the love of God, can I please get this? Please, please, please. I am begging as a freaking hunter main since D1. I was there.